Yo, welcome back to the live stream. Thanks for all that will join. We had last week we had I'm gonna put these on because it makes me look like I'm in a studio. Last week I was feeling a little down, so I wasn't able to host a live stream. But this week, hopefully, we are going to be diving into some micro interactions, animations, and how to make your app sort of engaging. We're going to do this in FlutterFlow because you can't really, I don't know if you could do this in DreamFlow at all, but I posted a couple sort of animations that we're working on for some of the client projects we're working on currently at Clear Design. And some people did want to basically just learn how to do that. Again, it's super easy in FlutterFlow. For me, I'm like, oh, do I need to teach this? I don't know. But I think it's great. Like animations are so difficult, right? Like it's so easy to go overboard with them, and it's so easy to just do the most basic ones. So how do we add this in a tasteful manner? Something that engages the user and sort of keeps them, it's a pleasant experience rather than an overwhelming experience. So that's what I would like to do. I'm trying to get my Know Him app up and running. So we will see if we can do that. I do have some places that I want to add in some micro interactions. I was just sort of playing around with this earlier this week. We're about to sort of launch a new version of it, specifically around accessing contacts and sharing prayer requests with like people in your contact list. So it's gonna be super fun, but like even the prayer list itself, it's pretty bland. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just waiting for my simulator to bump up. I'll go ahead and share my screen and I'll showcase. I'm gonna do entire screen over here. Perfect. All right. So, okay. No, that's not what I want. Boom. All right. I wanted picture in picture. Yeah, how do I do this? Customize. Gotcha. All right, sweet. I can just move my guy around. Nice. Sweet. Okay. So let's open the chat. And this is my current home screen. We added a verse of the day here, hoping that we can essentially showcase this. It's just a swipeable stack. And we have this prayer list, which is fairly well. Yep, nice. And where I want to add in some interactions. One, it's like there's a share verse screen. I want to add in interactions, animations. Here, I'm already adding in some animations. So I think we have this is a share screen. So as you share prayer requests, people will actually be linked to this screen on the mobile web, and then they can have I basically have a condition here, and let's see what this, okay, email, filter email, user info, yes, okay, yeah, it shouldn't hide, it can be a single time query, and essentially what this is saying is, hey, look, if this thing exists, right, if this request exists, sorry, down here, then showcase the button screen, or showcase download app or continue on web. And so all of that stuff is animated. And again, you can just, when I say it's super easy, I like the animation. I think it's not perfect, like the animation, like creation in FlutterFlow, but it definitely works. So creating little things like those on-page load animations work really well. Creating loading ones. But what I really want to focus on is the prayer screen. So I have this active prayer list here, and I like this screen, but it's a little bland when you first land on it. And we'll actually dive into this component because that's where all of this stuff is. Yeah, we'll dive into this component. And what I want is when I come to this screen, because this is the primary prayer list screen, right? As you start praying, you can start the timer and do all the stuff, but like there's nothing. It's just like plain basic, boom, right there. And so what I want to do is I want this section down here to animate up, right? I want it to, this white section is actually expanded. So I want this bottom timer section to actually animate up so that it looks like this white section is decreasing in size. Really, the black section is increasing in size. And then I want to animate this stuff in, and I want my list of prayer items to animate in with a delay based off the index in the list. Okay. Now we can do this because FlutterFlow provides a set from variable in the on page load action. So we're going to select our card here, and we're going to do on page load animation. And I am going to move my camera. Let's see. Move my camera over here. Perfect. So you can see my animations. And I'm going to move this guy as well. Okay. So on page load animation, we're going to do fade. We're going to do hide before animation. We can do apply same duration. And I want that duration to be 300. And as you can see right here, duration and delay, we can actually set from a variable. So I'm going to do a fade, and I'm going to do a slide. I'm going to do a slight vertical slide. So maybe even just like 12 pixels, because every item in here is going to increase. And my favorite animation, like title or my favorite animation type here is the tilt. I really, really enjoy this one. You can combine vertical and horizontal tilts, but you can just preview. Boom. And this just slowly, just fades in, tilts up, gives it a sort of a 3D look. And so we're going to do that. And we're going to set this delay to a custom function. So inline function. Hey, come on, there it is. All right, we're going to say index is an integer, and we're going to take the index in the list, start with 0. Okay, and then we're just going to say, hey, we're going to say index times, so we're going to do this little star button, 50. All right, 50 is like half a millisecond, right? Half a millisecond, I think so. Something like that. It's just a little bit of delay. Cool. And we'll just say 200 is the default. And we'll do 50. We'll do 50 as the default and 50 as the display value. Okay, cool. All right, so now all of these should just animate in 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. And it's taking forever, 10 minutes. Whoa, this thing's been building 10 minutes. I don't know what's going on. A lot of updates. I did clear out my cache for my little simulator, but this is sort of ridiculous. Let's see what this is doing. All right, I'm going to stop it and I'm going to restart it. Okay. Because that's crazy work. All right. All right, so that's the first, right? I mentioned I want to do a few animations on this page. So this one it's going to just animate in the list items with a slight delay. Yeah. Yep. Playlist. This is a good, I'll show this comment, although there's not a whole lot of people on here, but issues with shimmer animation, shimmer color, whatever does not feel right. So I'm going to also, I'll go over shimmer because there's a few hacks that I like with shimmer, because typically what happens with shimmer is it like removes, there's a tendency for it to remove the actual component underneath it. And so putting, like overlaying that with like another container and doing a shimmer on the container above the content is sometimes, it works really well sometimes. So widget wasn't visible. Interesting. Yeah. This is actually what I'm talking about, Luis. So yeah, on the web, shimmer actually removes like it takes over the widget. So I'll show you what I mean by that, and we'll try to we're not going to get the web up and running. We are starting the app though now. I think we're going to get in a good spot. So I'll go over shimmer after I animate these guys in. So, all right, we're going to do this bottom timer, and I'm going to just animate. Oh yeah, how do we do that? Okay. We don't really have height, so that is going to be, I need all of this to basically go up. Okay, because we're already doing a custom height here. Is on screen keyboard. Done. Okay, the way I'm going to do this, because I do want this animation to just grow up. Like I want it to grow up. I really do. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to put in a page state here. And I'm going to say loading. Okay. All right. It's going to be a Boolean. It's going to be set to true. And on page load, or on component, I guess, on component load, right? We're going to say update component state. No, update component state. There you go. And we're going to set loading to true, right? Set to true. Hey, I want to drop down. Okay. And on this little guy down here, so we have this height already as we want this implicitly animated. Always implicitly animate your containers. This is another really cool hack. You can animate just containers. You don't even have to use the animations or like the animation pane over here. You can just animate this. And so I have this condition is on screen keyboard visible. Then we change the height of this. We're also going to say, look, single condition is loading. Oh, that's good. Added users. Let's see. Local variable added user can't be referenced. I'm going to find that. Component state. All right. Loading equal to true, or equals to false. Let's say 0. Okay, so this should be the initial state, hopefully. We're going to try this. We may not even get it to work, but okay. Loading equals false, true. So we set it loading true. Maybe that's a bad name, but we'll set it to false, and then we'll set it to true. And then it'll go from 0 to 140. Typically should do that. And then this stuff we'll animate it in as well. And we'll just do a fade, 300. And we'll do not a scale. We do not want a scale. Delete. We want a small tilt. Again, we're just going to do 20 or 30. We're going to do a delay of 200 because we don't want this to animate in until this thing grows. And this thing's going to grow at a 300 duration. So we probably want this to be a 300. All right, delay. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and see this. Why local variable added users can't be referenced before it's declared. Okay. View per point details. Okay. I was changing stuff. Add note. Let's see this. Interesting. Is that where the error is? I'm going to just try this again. I don't know why that is probably, this is where we're adding prayer notes. I'm trying to see like where I just want to get up and running, you know. Share. I did add some, trying to send like notifications to new users, more or less. So I wonder if it's here. No, it's not going to be here. It's going to be on the page itself. But all right, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to set false. And then we're going to say loading false. Reason why we're doing this, and Luis, our best friend do test always on the mobile. Yeah. I'll get to Shimmer because there's like some loading states you can do with Shimmer that work really well. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to copy and paste this one actually. Copy, paste. I'll do a small wait of just 100 seconds. And true. Okay. Perfect. All right. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to work, but the reason why we set it up that way, you can't, okay, there's two things that I'm trying to avoid. When you animate things, they already take up a space on the screen, right? Like they're not, this, if I go, hey, I just want this to slide up, you know, and it's going to, this white container is going to stay up here, right? Like it's going to say, hey, this stuff needs to slide up, and it already exists in that place. So it's not going to animate up. I want this white background to essentially look like it's scrolling up, right? Like whoop, like it's revealing what's beneath it. And in order to do that, we have to play with the container height down here. We can't just animate this thing, slide up 200 pixels or 140 pixels. We have to say, hey, this is expanded. Okay, sorry, view prayer point details. View prayer point details. View prayer point details. This is it. Point updated. Okay, I'm trying to see where this actually is. It could be, this conditional builder shows a bunch of different. Join, add prayer point, request to join. Join, okay, let's see this. Okay, I'm trying. I mean, this is basically just saying, hey, look, it can't be declared before. Sorry, guys, this is annoying bugs. That will probably make me have to quit FlutterFlow. That's great. We'll just quit there. And we'll come back up. Okay. We're going to try this again. Yes. All right. But Luis, the way that I sometimes overcome that shimmer animation on web. And animations on web, like they are going to be different. There's period, they're going to be different. But I actually think I have something here in some of the loading states that I've created. So I'll showcase that. Not that we'll be able to see it because for whatever reason, this view prayer point details widget, what is this? Number of lists. List of users, yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to think like where. Okay. Yep. So let's try to get the devices. And I don't understand, but anyways. Okay. So we'll just see so we can get that error again. I have this component loading states here. Okay. So let's see how I've done this. Okay. No animation there. No animation here. This is good. This is a list of those prayer cards. Okay, perfect. All right, so I don't have like shimmer animations on these, but let's go ahead and say, let's put a shimmer animation on this, okay? Now, if you put a shimmer animation over this, right? This is the card. Actually, we can just do it here. If you put a shimmer animation on this, it looks good when you're previewing it in FlutterFlow and maybe on mobile. But when you put it on web and sometimes even on mobile, it will, right? Like there's a white sort of shimmer. What it's going to do is it's going to remove what's behind here and say, hey, the shimmer is the only thing that exists. So this background doesn't exist anymore. So what I would do is copy that. I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to say, look, I think this height is like 110. I'm going to wrap this guy in a stack. And I'm going to put a container on here. Yeah, so 102 seems to be what it is. We'll do that. And I'll do info. I'll even do like glass 5%. I'm going to do my animation on this. Okay. Well, it did not do what I wanted it to. Let's see. There it is. Open logs viewpoint. Added users can't be referenced before it is declared. Okay. All right, I'm going to try to get this. I'll try to figure this out. But this is going to be shimmer animation. All right, so maybe not glass 5%. Maybe we need to try to see how I did this before. I've done this where I've basically made this, and maybe I need to change this to like primary text and then move it down. But there's a way where you just sort of, you overlay it like this, and you provide this shimmer to be on this container. Like I said before, so if you put it on this one, the children of that will be removed, or like it'll hide them essentially. Somehow the way it renders, it just hides them on web. So if you do something like this, and again, maybe not, black, but something like that, you can then just do your shimmer on top of it, and it should not do that. So Gabriel, I have not actually. I would like to. So as far as FlutterFlow apps performing well on the web, it depends on what you're trying to build, right? Like if you're trying to build an Airbnb type application where a lot of people are going to be unauthenticated and coming to the project, from many different areas. I mean, actually, I'm doing an app like that right now, and I think it performs decently well. Like, it's totally fine, in all honesty. But there's SEO problems, everything like that. So eventually, we're move that probably to another platform. But as long as we're doing a bunch of business applications. That's what our main clientele is, and any type of web app with that type of fidelity, where you're an authenticated user, you're dealing with stuff, you're reviewing CRUD things, right? Like I'm assigning people to tasks, or I'm assigning people to inspections, or I'm reviewing their data from a mobile app. Totally, 100%, it works fine. We've had large data sets and models, and they've worked absolutely fine. So, all right. Sorry, we're going to bug fix again. I'm going to go back to prayers. And this is where, okay, let's see. I'm trying to find, maybe there is an on-page load action here. Show success false. Okay. Where am I assigning users? It has to be in this action. That's an activity. This. I bet you it's this. Pending user list. No. Per group is set. List contains item. Member roles. No. Document exists. Okay. Per group member roles. Admin refs. Interesting. Okay, it's specifically stating local variable added users can't be referenced before it is declared. We don't know where it's being declared. Maybe in one of these buttons. I'm sure it's in one of these buttons. But these are just all create document. Okay. Oh, okay. Paradox created by. I mean, this would just be, I'm guessing it's one of these. Yeah, okay, component parameter. Yeah, I'm going to say, okay. User list. Sending to, okay, so maybe we do want this prayer doc, prayer point. Okay, maybe that's it. I'm just trying to think. This is sending a notification, recipients created by parameter prayer doc. That makes sense. That should not be causing the issue. Created by user list. Prayer doc. Yeah, that's okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to analyze. User logged in. Yeah, this is going to take them to the auth create. Okay, yeah, that's going to just say, is the prayer updated? Okay, request to join. This is the one we were just doing, I think. And lastly, this one, execute callback. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's annoying. playlist, or I don't know what your name is, but we are utilizing SQLite in a project right now. I am not setting it up really. I've had another dev help me with that. And sorry guys, if you guys are just joining, we're trying to solve a bug so that we can actually test this project. So a little annoying, but I want to showcase animations, and we can't do that if we can't test. So, but yeah, this one, we are using SQLite right now with Firebase. So Firebase is our backend. SQLite is being used for offline data creation, updating, etc. And then we are syncing those two with some custom code. So that is a case where there's an admin panel that's reviewing stuff in Firebase. There's an iPad app that is for people out in the field. They are gathering data, filling in forms, etc. So, okay, I want to see a prayer point here. Okay, we have this action join. So I'm wondering if this is actually create document list of users. Okay. PowerPoint document. Okay, that should be okay. That should be okay. Updating prayer. Okay, action, join, page view. Okay. I mean, PowerPoint details. Pin user list. Yep. And that should come from parameter, and it does. Okay. Yep, see, same thing. Added users. Where's this added users? Can't be referenced before it's declared. Prayer point, view prayers, view prayer point details, view prayer point details widget. So yeah, that is here. View prayer point details. Here. Yeah. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna just save this real quick so we can test. I'll come back to this. I'm just gonna remove this. I think that'll solve the issue. I can't delete the actual component because that'll be a catastrophe. Well, 34 minutes in, we've barely gotten any animation work done. I apologize, guys. This is a little frustrating. This is what happens when you create things in the evenings, and sometimes you forget what you did because you're working on 3 other projects. So, and FlutterFlow, we need this bug fixed because it's a little annoying. Essentially, sometimes when you access that run menu, it like breaks things. So, okay. We're gonna go to our main prayer, and okay, I'm just going to try, get my devices. We're gonna see if this works. Okay. I'm gonna test this thing. All right, and we'll do a few more things. So I have this gamification. I have a couple gamification modals here. One where I'm using a Lottie animation, the streak modal. I'm also using Lottie animations here, and then conditional builder based off the streak. This one also, I need this one to, that's not fire, that's bread. What is this one? If streak equals 0. Yeah, this is bread. Oh no, this is, okay, that's what I have. Okay, perfect. So this is bread, 0, 0. And this is also bread, but it's supposed to be a mountain. LOL. Let's see. Do I have the mountain here? No. Okay, I need to, let me grab that icon. While this is trying to build, we're gonna just pray it does. And know him, app assets. Yeah, this one. Okay. We're going to, let me just select this. Come on now. Okay. It's supposed to be a mountain. Cool. This is supposed to be when the streak is above 15. So add users, unbelievable. Okay, I don't even know if I can, prayers. We're in prayers. We're in viewpoint, view prayer point details. I guess that's just here. And view prayer point details, widget, local variable, add users can't be referenced before it is declared. Okay, guys, I don't know. Where's the added users? I guess we could check the code, but I'm not even that good to review it. Okay. Added users. I mean, this is just an action. Update repository, show success. Just thinking of actions that I have on here. Okay, sorry guys. This is me trying to bug fix live. Yep. Okay. This is join. And this should just, yep. And this is user logged in. Okay. Created by, yep. Send notification true. List of users. That makes sense. Okay, create request. I'm going to say new request. I'm just trying to figure out where this added users is. Because whatever it is, it's not working. And we are still getting an error. So, well, that's stupid. That's annoying. Okay, I'll go into another project. Give me a second to, I'm going to pause sharing real quick just so I can get to another project. I apologize, guys. Okay. That's so frustrating, dude. And we will just, man, that's, okay. Oh, I don't want to do animations here. I don't want to, you know? All right, this is it. We're going to try to do, I'll do it in the admin panel. of the Know Him app. I'm trying to get stuff done while I'm on this live stream. But that's sort of annoying because the whole point was to showcase the animations in the simulator. So, okay. We're going to just do this. And we're just waiting. My video may be cutting out. It seems that FlutterFlow is taking a while to load. Okay. We're going to do this, and we're going to do Chrome. So that'll be fun. Top your screen. All right. So this is my this is our admin panel for the Know Him app. Essentially, it is a place that we can manage content, and we can push out users, or like send push notifications for new journeys, etc. So that's fun. I'm going to false here. Daily versus, yeah, cool. And we did some fun stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, WASM. I mean, we could try. To. My winner is currently in beta within FlutterFlow. I mean, heck, let's go ahead and try it, right? Hopefully that doesn't break. We are displaying that with Firebase. We're playing that with Firebase, so that's taking a little bit, but here's essentially it. We have dashboard, you have journeys, and I'll show you this. We've done a little bit of work on this before. We have our landing or our off landing here. We can do some slight animations here, I guess. Really, it's user experience stuff that would happen here, but let's go ahead. There's really nothing on here that would take in animations. Just trying to see. Okay, category, lesson order. Yeah, really, it's all in the. Well, I'll show this. So I think this is still fun. We'll do some admin stuff. I apologize, guys. The mobile app bug I was not aware of. I should have had taken care of before the live stream. So apologize for that. All right, so yeah, this is pretty basic, right? Like this login page just sort of appears, shows up. Let's see what it would be like to add in maybe some animations where this fades in and this section sort of slides in to the left. Let's just do that. Like I said, not necessary, but why not? Why not do it, okay? We can just do things. We'll fade. I almost start all of my animations with a fade. That means obviously they fade in. All right, we're gonna say 670, and I'm gonna do a tilt. Zero, 40, 30. Cool. All right, sometimes the tilt will, and FlutterFlow, if you could fix this, nobody wants to have a limit on how much you can slide. So if you could remove this, that'd be great. I don't know why there's a limit here. It doesn't make any sense. Why it's like 100 pixels. Like, I don't know who decided that was the case, but it wasn't always the case. I don't know why that's the restraint, but could we do like 400, 600? Like, I don't know why we can't. So slide there, 100, tilt horizontal. And when even, like even trying the custom function here, custom, like a, basically doing math, like, hey, 100 times 5 doesn't work. Like it's just, I've tried it, it doesn't work. So we're going to do this, preview. All right. And then what I want to do is we'll do some subtle animations on the left. Okay. We're going to do a fade 300. And we're going to just do a slide of 20. And we're going to do a delay of 50. And we're just going to increase this delay. We're going to do the same animation here for all these elements. And we're just going to increase the delay by 50. Sorry, 300. I want to make sure this is 300. Yep. Okay. Copy all animations. Paste. 300, 150. Okay. Same. I don't know why that doesn't. It'd be nice if when you copy the animations, you copy the duration and the delay. That would be very nice. Okay, we're going to do that. 300, 250. And then I wonder if we can just do, ooh, yeah, look at this. We're just going to make all of these the same. Nobody will know. Okay, 3 and 300. And I'm going to just add a tilt animation here. Just slightly, nothing crazy. All right. Cool. Nice. All right, we have to add something here too. Can't have this be lagging down below. 50. And over here, let's go ahead and add like 400. Nice. Okay. I'm happy with that. This is still loading, so we'll just hot restart this. And we'll review it. Cool. Sweet. Playlist, you can drag images in, and it should work. Come on now. We restarted, so. Restarting app. We should get this animation when we come in here. Possibly. Been a rough day for this live stream. Nothing really works. No good errors. Oh man, it's been rough. I thought this was gonna be so fun, doing some fun little animations and stuff. Not the case. Yeah. I'm gonna just remove this for now. Okay, well, okay. What do you guys, we did some shimmer animation. We tried some, in the early part of this live stream, we did try to create an animation where our prayer page sort of grew up, which was fun. It didn't work. All right, nice. So this is fun. I like this. I'm not a fan, or I'm not mad about that. I'm gonna go ahead and sign in. Okay. Boom. Everything seems to be taking a while right now. Come on now. Dude, it's crazy. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi. My web apps don't ever actually take this long. So I have total prayer requests as a double. I don't know why it's a double. Total users over here. We have some prayer points here. And this is a fun little guy, right? Total users. And then how many have been created in the last week? Only one. Ugh, so annoying. That's because I don't market the app. I need to start marketing the app. But let's see. These are my verses. I need to have this larger. I need to have the verse of the day. That's what this should be. But this is fun and this is fun. Okay, so I'll go over how I set up both of these things. So prayer points, right? We have total prayers, 89. We have answered prayers, 14. And so if we come back here to our little guy dashboard, I'm doing this with a pretty simple custom function. We have all users, right? And that is a simple count. So I'm doing one read, okay? One read, count, which is really efficient, okay? We're just returning the total number of users. Then on this guy, I am doing another count. Boom, count. Not even I'm not querying all of the users. I'm querying literally just, hey, give me the number of users that have created an account, and the created time is greater than or equal to the return 7 days ago date. Okay, so this is just, hey, this is the date that is obviously 7 days in the past. Boom. Very easy custom function. I had ChatGPT write me, or actually not even ChatGPT, sorry, FlutterFlow Copilot right here. And it just says, hey, return. You can literally, I just said, take the current date, return the days, 7 days in the past. Same thing, 30 days in the past. So you could toggle back and forth, right? Eventually, we're going to say how many in the last 7 days, how many in the last 30 days, right? Let's just change this filter. And we'll say, hey, instead of 7 days ago, return 30 days ago. Current time, obviously. And the reason why I have this, have it as an actual timestamp here, right? You could change this so that you could eventually also do dates within, right? You could do 7 days between, this date and this date, more or less. Or I could say, hey, tell me last month, right? If we have the 30-day filter, we could say, tell me last month's time and not this month. So, and then total prayers, I'm seeing, I don't know why this is giving me a constantly loaded prayers. Yeah, I don't know why that is it's possibly a read issue. Oh yeah, that's definitely actually a read issue or a rules issue. So in this admin panel, I have this. Yeah, I think these are only allowed for users to see. So probably not going to be able to do that. Prayer requests. I can do the same for this one though. That's what I do. See, look here, 18 users this month. We need to change that. In the last 30 days. New users, yeah. Cool. I don't need a period on that. Cool. Awesome. So I'm going to remove this total prayer count. I think we have activities. We'll do activities. Okay. Whoa, focus. Oh, this is nice. I like that, guys. Look at this. New semantic stuff, documentation, focus configuration. It's very cool. This is great for forms. So I'm going to say instead of prayers, Give me activities. Okay. Total activities. These are like words. Total words. Words or prayers. This number will be this will be one of the largest numbers in the whole app. So there's that. And then show change, yes. And I'm going to do this will be activities. Okay. Filter, created. I have metadata. Created at equal to, oh yeah, actually no, greater than or equal to, right? I'm going to do 30 days ago. Return 30 days ago. Current day, current time. Okay. And this is going to be Unix. No time. Perfect. Okay. All right. So activities, right? And then this one's all activities, I think. Yep. All activities. Count. And these are both just counts. This is a great and efficient way to get numbers, right? And this is really what, I mean, it's sort of what you want, in all honesty. You want like a high level total words or, total words or invites, really. So, cool. We're going to just update that. And then on this prayer one, we basically said, I have total prayer requests here, right? Prayer points. And then I'm just saying, hey, and I think it's cached there. I have answered prayers here. And again, these are just counts. So I'm not querying 100 or 200 or 1,000, right? Like eventually this will get to 1,000 because I'm going to have more users and we're going to have more prayer points. So look at there. Total words or invites, 757. Prayers this month, that's not true. We need to say total this week. Yeah, this is activity count. This is the wrong activity count. So let's see. Yep. Okay. This week prayers. Yes, perfect. All right. Yep. New words in last 30 days. Sweet. I don't know why this is. That's a value. Double. Okay. I'm going to take this value. It's a double, yeah. I'm going to put this into a compact. Yep. I don't want this to be a double. I don't want the 0.0. There's no need for it. So I just want it like a whole number. Whole number and prayer requests. Nice. 18 new users in the last 30 days. We should have like an actual number here now. So 757 words total. But it should be like 48 or 56 in the last 30 days. And then these are, those are my prayer groups. This is my journeys. So we're in the process of writing some new ones here. And this is sort of like, this is the edit pages, really fun stuff. I have this. These are prayer groups. This is something we're going to get to eventually in the app, but really love this. We went over this in a live stream as well. So super fun. And okay, we're getting the same number. So card count here. That's total. I'm going to say total activity. Okay, it did just upload. Okay, there it is. Perfect. Sweet, right? Pretty cool. 131 new words in the last 30 days, 18 new users in the last 30 days. I can answer a prayer and this should go up. So let me go on my phone and mark a prayer as answered, which I should have one because I was praying for my friend's job situation and he answered, got a job, which is cool. All right, cool. So that's answered. I need the status on those prayer details pages, but we should be able to navigate away. Oh, looky there. It actually updated in real time. Ooh, updated in real time. That's pretty sick. Another real-time update in Firebase. Yes, Firebase. Sweet. And then these are all of those. These are all of those verses that we're showing. And basically, I'm gonna do some stuff around here. But overall, this is my dashboard. Again, this is not what I wanted to go over. I wanted to go over animations, and I apologize for not fixing that bug before. I'm gonna spend a couple hours on fixing the bug now, and I will try to video and share online what that animation should look like. Guys, thanks for joining again. Luis, Gabriel, I know Nick was on here. Thank you guys for joining. I apologize this didn't go as planned, but I hope that I think this in and of itself is like pretty sick. I think it's like beneficial to know. If you guys didn't know how to do that, I really, really, really like it. And it's a very efficient way to show some high level stats. So you guys have a great rest of your